Okay, thank you so much for everybody tuning in tonight. If you're tuning in tonight, you are here to learn more about our new skincare line that is just launched called Beauty Works. Yay! So it's something near and dear to my heart. If you're just tuning into the video, my name is Trayce Madre. I am a triple diamond here in the company. I've been here for about a year and a half. And I'm also, too, a celebrity stylist, also a trichologist. For those who do not know what trichologist is a person who does a little bit more in depth with hair loss. So that is one of my absolute faves. And as a licensed cosmetologist, what we do is we focus on hair care, makeup, and also skin. So for me, this was like one of those, I really wanted to be a part of this launch to teach you some things in which I know for you to be able to explain this to your customers. And then also too, I know some of you all who are on here are actually in the beauty industry yourself. So I'm going to give you some of my tips and tricks because when I first came into this business, I was in the beauty industry, and it was a way that I actually pushed this into my chair that did wonders for my business. And then also too, if you're not in the beauty industry and maybe you have a stylist, an esthetician, a makeup artist, somebody who you're like, oh my God, after this, maybe they're crossing my mind, for you to be able to have an intelligent conversation with them, to be able to test and try your product because it's just as high grade as some of the things in which they're using for a bigger cost. Okay, so what I'm going to do tonight is I'm going to explain. I definitely want you, if you are catching this on a replay or a recording, or if you're on my YouTube channel, get yourself a pen and a piece of paper. I'll wait 10 seconds. Get yourself a pen and a piece of paper because you're going to want some notes for this. And then just to be able to figure out where you want to be able to fit it in your business. So what I'm going to do is actually share my screen with you. And I'm going to show you how they've revamped. I've been a person that has actually used our skincare since I've been in the business. It was something that I absolutely loved. I was using a more expensive product, and in using that more expensive product for myself, I was like, I don't know if this could do it for me. That's kind of how I was. I wasn't really for sure if it could do it, and it did. It exceeded my expectation. As a matter of fact, I'm someone who gets a facial every single month. I love to maintain my skin, scrub. As you're aging, you get additional skin cells. You know, you've got to be able to get those dead things off. So I was starting to get some of my facials and then get an immediate breakout. And I was like, yo, I just spent all this money, got my face done, or I had to fly out somewhere, do something, and then I'm now having breakouts. And when I was able to start our skincare system, that eliminated those breakouts. It started to go calmer. My skin is really, really sensitive. And so I have been using our skincare since being in here. And now I want you to know, if you've never tried it before, our skincare was amazing. Some of the ingredients that's now been added into our system have actually made it even better. So let's talk. We now have, and have had previous before, but now we have an enhanced cleansing system. It is called Refresh. Okay, so our cleansing system Refresh is to be able to be used on your face, and then I'm gonna give you another one. It can be used on your body. Huge. So for me, I have my children, I have 3 teenagers. They also have like really, really sensitive skin. So they were using our old cleanser, now our new cleanser for actually shower gel too as well. So it doubles as both. Okay, so what I love about our product, and you need to know about our product is that it's soapless. Huge. People are like, well, what's the difference? I didn't know, but there was a difference there. It is. Soap is very drying to the skin. It can leave a film on the skin. It's very drying. It can leave a film on the skin. And most people don't know when that film or it's very drying, you start the aging process soon. It can cause irritation to the skin. It's something that I didn't even know until I switched on over. I was going back and forth between soaps and soapless products. And then when I got here and started using just soapless gel, it really calmed my skin. This is my testimony, but it definitely would be able to do this for your customers. So even for you all who are in the beauty industry, pre-makeup, like I always tell people, they're like, oh, I want to look like that picture. Or women want to look like these things. And I'm like, hey, that starts with your skincare. If you have a nice, soft area to be able to put your makeup on, your makeup pops better. It lasts longer. It doesn't cake in the creases. So you have to make sure that you're taking care of that skin. In our daily cleansing gel, what they have added, which made me so excited, is they added chamomile. So I don't know about you, I use chamomile probably even after this training tonight. We'll be in the bathtub with chamomile as an actual softening, like a refreshing agent to it. So what it's going to do as it cleanses your skin, it's actually going to add a calming effect to the face too as well. They've added pro vitamin B5 calendula, and I don't see it on here, but I did my deeper research. It's green tea in the refresh. So green tea is something that is definitely used to be able to tighten the skin. We also had that too in our defining gel for your skin. Now we have that in the face. So now we don't dry out the skin with our cleanser at all. You actually get to calm. So people who have rosacea, extra, skin, especially people who are having breakouts. There is not a such thing as just teenage breakouts. There's also adult acne too as well. And so if they're using something that's actually calming and tightening to the skin, they're going to notice a difference. Okay, so what I want to do is teach you today from a professional standpoint, just how everyone would be able to use it on a regular basis and for what reason. Why would they be able to use it? How do you use this? Well, I always tell people, take a look. Anytime you get any product, I don't care what it is, you always want to look at the spout on the bottle. So when people say, how much should I use? The spout or the way that a company designs their product tells you everything about how to use it. And so you're going to see on some of the other products, you may have a small little spout. On here, it's kind of open. That's letting you know you can use a lot. You don't have to use this product sparingly. One thing that I have found, though, with a lot of our products, because it's such high grade of product, I didn't need a lot. So for me, I was able to take my cleanser, put it in the palm of my hand, right? Take my cleanser, put it in the palm of my hand, add a little bit of water. This is something I do. Just run my hand underneath the water a little bit, go through, and then make sure as you're using on your skin, you're going to upward motion. Reason why you're going into an upward motion of their cleansing your skin is because you don't want to drag and pull the skin. That actually ages the skin faster. So as you're washing your face, and I usually do soap scrubs, I even myself use like the ultrasonic. I love it to go through my face, so it actually really deeply goes in and does the pores in the skin. Another thing that I love is a lot of times you'll hear when they say wash your face, be careful around under the eyes. The reason why they tell you to be careful around underneath the eyes because it may be too harsh. It can cause additional drying. Being of these agents, you can literally go underneath the eye. That's one of those that's like, oh, that's huge. Because mostly you're supposed to stay away from this area. Now, I didn't say in the eye. I said around the eye. So you can cleanse this area. This helps to remove, as gentle as it is, it also too helps to be able to remove, you know what I just thought about? One second. I don't think I did, whatever. Okay, good. I was just making sure I'm still in here. Good job. I didn't see the light, and I wanted to make sure I was still recording. So this is also too an excellent agent to be able to remove makeup. So no more needing to go out and buy a second product, which is those cleansing wipes. It's very gentle and actually really, really coating our old product, and I'm sure the new product too as well, to be able to remove your makeup. Okay, now the next product that I'm going to pull on up, one second, it's coming on up, it's called Protect. So Protect is your moisturizer. So after you've cleansed your face, you want to be able to move over to your moisturizer. Now I want you to pay attention to some of the product names in which you see. In our moisturizer now, what they've added is, if you see at the top, more green tea and also ashwagandha. Ashwagandha. Now, I was too excited to see ashwagandha because I know that in Allure magazine and a lot of these products, they're actually starting to add ashwagandha into products because it is an herb that promotes skin and healthy vitality to be able to go into the skin. So you want your skin to be bright. So that's where your ashwagandha is coming from. And then also too, your green tea, which is helping to be able to tighten up the skin. Now, I had to do my research on this one right here, and I was like very, very blown away with this. The second principle was it helps to alleviate blue light induced skin fatigue. Now, I don't know about you. At first, I was like, what the heck is blue light, and why is that so important right now? So me, myself, I went on my hunt to figure out why is that important. Guess what blue light is? It comes from computer screens, your cell phone, the sun. Now we're catching so many of those additional rays that it's actually causing an aging process to the skin. And I was like, wow, I don't know about y'all. I've been on this computer today for about 10 hours. Just in front of here, I use my phone, I use my tablet. So it's helping to be able to alleviate the fatigue that is actually starting to come from, and of course the sun too as well, from these blue light rays. I was like, wow, that's huge. So for me, I started to immediately think about some of my executive women that are always in front of the computer. Like, who am I thinking about? Always in front of the computer. Us in this business, guys, our phone is to our face all the dang on time. And I was like, wow, I wasn't thinking of that nature, but I'm actually able to now protect my skin against those blue light rays. It uses antioxidants to protect against hidden environmental stressors. Guys, your skin is the largest muscle of your body. And so we take in a lot of toxins. Me, myself, I've had the fortunate opportunity to work with sometimes some women that are doing bodybuilding. Anybody know anybody that does those bodybuilder competitions where they're trying to get this up really small to be able to show? Did you know, because the skin being the largest muscle in the body, that they actually stop them from using perfumes, lotions, fragrances, everything, because it adds additional weight because of the toxicity into the skin. I was like, wow, that's pretty deep. So when you think about how important it is, the largest muscle of the body actually being skin, that you actually want to protect against the smoke, the smog. Have you ever been somewhere? So for me, I'm in the salon, right? And I may not have actually did anything in the salon, but just walking through it, I can walk through a mirror and my whole face is glassy. It's just oily just from walking through what I've been able to see. So I absolutely love that this moisturizer is actually going to help protect your skin against that, so it's not infiltrating and going into the skin, which is the largest muscle of the body. It's going to help create a brighter appearance and also give you a better complexion. It's going to help boost your natural tone and texture of your skin. This product also too has aloe, which is a calming agent, chamomile, vitamin E, and B5 to soften and soothe your skin. Now, if you hear all of those, what you usually hear from people when talking about skin, so I'm going to tell you this from a professional standpoint. Most people are scared to put stuff on themselves because they don't want to break out. That's their face. That's the first thing that they're able to hit. And so what you're able to now say is you're able to feel more confident in the fact that we have aloe, chamomile, vitamin E, B5. These are all calming agents to the skin. So it's excellent for somebody who has sensitive skin. For me, going through here again, I'm letting y'all even know I am your sensitive skin chick. If I eat something bad or whatever, it'll come out in my face. If I'm doing it too much, it comes out in my face. And that's something that I'm always like, I got to be a little bit careful over. So with me seeing this, I'm letting you know this will be excellent for people that are concerned. So if somebody is coming to you and saying, hey, I'm not sure about using that, it could potentially break me out, you want to be able to go in and say, okay, I understand that. Let me tell you about some of the agents that are in this product that are actually going to not give you those results that you're looking for. We have ashwagandha, we have green tea, we have aloe, we have chamomile, vitamin E, B5. This actually helps to soothe your skin. Okay, so I absolutely love to hear that in that product and wanted to definitely be able to share that with you too as well. Now, here we go on our other product. I am so, guess what? I feel like I'm saying I'm so excited with every product. And I am. I'm so excited about this one because here is something that a lot of people do not know. So make sure you write this down. The skin loses moisture when you go to sleep and you go to bed at night. It tends to lose moisture. So a lot of people, usually when they go to bed, if they don't have a cleansing regimen, they have not poured moisture back into their skin. They have the whole entire day now laying on their pillow. They're shifting back and forth. Their skin is dry. They're ripping and tearing up the skin. Okay, so most people don't realize when you go to sleep, your skin dries. Just because you're going to sleep, you're in the resting phase, you're going to bed, your skin is drying out. What they have now added, and a lot of people like to do in aging. So I heard somebody say today when we were talking about it, and it was like, it's a lot of ageless. I don't need aging treatments. Okay, so let me tell you, the skin starts to age at age 25. Age 25. So if you're over 25 and you're watching this, your skin's aging. It's just, it is what it is. I was like, we get this short window when we're 18 to 25. You get 7 years to be youthful, and then you're already starting the aging process. So what you want to do is think of this as preventative. Like, you don't want to necessarily, like, even what we do here in nutrition, we're like, hey, I would prefer to take care of myself now instead of being in the hospital later. So in your skincare, I would prefer to take care of these signs now instead of having to spend expensive treatments trying to get these additional Botoxes or fillers, which are really expensive. Just so you know, they're really expensive. I remember me myself when I was getting skin tightening sessions. Guys, I spent $1,200. I had 3 kids. And after I wasn't in the company yet, and they had this treatment where they put, like, comparable to our wraps. You go on in, you heat up the skin. I was going in every single month, and I was willing to spend $1,200 because I needed my skin not to look so saggy. Now I don't have to do that anymore because I have our wraps that are in here. I'm able to wrap my body, keep them toned and tightened, and only for $59 a month. You know, so I want you to put that in your head as you're talking to people. This is preventative instead of those $300 injections, $600 treatments. We have an additional alternative where you're able to do it in your home. No. So now what they've added in this night cream is Bacotral. So, oh my God, that is like the newest new craze. A lot of people in anti-aging were using retinol. Now, here's the thing with skin. There isn't a one size fits all for everybody. And so you always want to put together something that could potentially fit for everybody. And retinol is one of those things that works for some skin and some not. And also, too, what they were starting to find was retinol was starting to make people start the aging process faster. It wasn't really going into the skin properly, and it was starting to make people sag. And so what they looked into was Bacotral, which was it's a natural plant that actually is a little bit more calming, but will give you the same effects as retinol. So for me, when I'm talking to people, and then if you're in the beauty industry yourself, if you're somebody who's in the beauty industry who's watching this, or you need to talk to somebody, say for instance, you're in a chair of an esthetician or someone. I myself looked up Allure magazine, Bazaar. I just went to go find all of these articles to be able to educate myself on that. So you'll see it is an industry-wide, this is October 2019. It is an industry-wide thing where actually companies are trying to rid that agent out of their product. So you're like right on time with what actually is happening right now. And now you have it in this product. Well, what does it do? And why am I supposed to be so excited about it? Well, it helps to even out the skin texture. It helps to leave it smooth. It reduces the appearance of dull skin. And it's actually your alternative to, it's an herbal alternative to retinol. Now, once I take you into the next product, so the next product that I take you in will help in your nighttime repair to be able to make your repair in the evening time work just a little bit better. The next product in this series is called Radiance. Radiance, I feel like I'm going to say it again. This is another product I'm super excited. This is another product I'm super excited about because now we have a serum. We have a serum. So I've been hearing people say, I don't know what they're going to do about the toner, but I want to, if they do and there's no toner, guess what? Radiance is a toner. It's a toner because it has hyaluronic acid in it. And it depends on how dry a person's skin is and where they're actually going to use this. Some people may use this in their protect for the morning and also for the evening. It just really depends on you and your skin. For me, I'm not a dry skin. I can tell you I'm going to use it at night. I get to be oily more towards the day, especially in my T-zone. So it's something I don't need that additional oil. But if somebody is dry all day, you would then tell them, add this to your protect in the morning and your repair in the evening time. I'm going to explain to you what hyaluronic acid does. Okay, so it's an intense hydrator for the skin. What it does is it gives the ability for your skin to be able to get moisture in hours 1,000 times more. I was like, wow, like the amount that they have in here will allow it to be infused into the skin 1,000 times more. That's huge. It's the ability for it to be able to hold moisture in the skin. So what typically happens with people when they have dry skin, have you ever heard somebody say, I can't use enough moisture, like I'm using so much lotion and it's just not working? Well, if they were in a professional's chair, they would probably use a hyaluronic acid to help open up the skin so it can receive the moisture more, and then go ahead and start infusing it into the face. Those are those expensive, and I've had these treatments before. I'll tell you, a facial I paid for was like $325 for a facial, because I was receiving so much dry skin. Like I had got this other facial, I was counteracting. This is prior to being It Works, which now has balanced it all out for me. And I needed to get rid of that. And so we had to do this to inject hyaluronic acid and then give me a vitamin C and brighten out my actual skin. The beautiful thing about our skincare is these are things that people can now do at home. So say, for instance, they have, a lot of people nowadays have cut certain things out of their budget. I still say beauty is not luxury, it's necessity. We all want to feel good, we want to look good, but in our area, we're able to do it on an affordable basis, where if you can't get to your esthetician, if you're not a person that can do this every single month, you can do it from the comfort of your own home and use high grade products and then still have great skincare. That's huge. So, okay, you cut that on out, buy this, and you can use this for 30 days. Everything here is a 30-day supply. So what you would want to do is you want to take your hyaluronic acid, and then it's called Radiance, but I just know it as hyaluronic acid. So you want to take your Radiance in your drop, and you want to put it in your Protect if you're really dry, and put it in your Repair at the evening time, because I'll tell you, this will probably be beta me. Every evening time, I'm very sure there's a very small spout that's on the Repair in the evening time. I'm going to dive a little bit of the Radiance in there, do my moisturizer, and then in an upward motion on my skin too as well. I'm going to put that there, and then I'm going to go to bed. So as I'm sleeping and I'm losing moisture, I'm repairing it back. I'm giving those cells. I want to Benjamin Button this thing. You know, so this is how you're going to be able to use it. Now, the hyaluronic acid, I told you, intensely hydrates the skin. It also contains vitamin B5 for softer, more moisturized skin. And here is where your toner comes on in. There's witch hazel in the product. Witch hazel acts as a toner to restore your skin's pH level. So usually when you start to wash the face, you start to go whatever, you can unbalance out the pH in your skin. You leave that pH unbalanced, you can then start having additional breakouts. You're going out to sun. Listen, the weather's changed. So now, and it changes all the time. Now you got wind whipping across your face because it's getting a little bit cooler. And then in the summertime, you're unprotected because the sun is beaming down to your face. So you want these things to combat these areas. So it doesn't matter what area you're in, it's something you're combating. That witch hazel will act as a toner and bring and calm the skin back down. So this is something that's needed in the system. It also helps to tighten the skin and minimize the looks of pores, fine lines, expressions, and wrinkles. That's these things where people are getting them fillers. You see people in their foreheads. You want to use hyaluronic acid in that area. Here's a way I can save you some money, honey. You don't have to do that. You can use hyaluronic acid in these areas, and it's going to help to tone and tighten. Now, let me talk to you also about something as a woman. And I love this. You're just, again, if you're tuning into this, we just recently lost Diane Carroll. To me, that was a woman that I remember being young, that I used to look up to all the time. And I remember when she would talk about the décolleté area, which is your skin down in here all the time. Like, here is what tells your age. So if you find yourself starting to have lines, and I know this is something that I pay attention to, I use in our defining gel. I'm usually putting this into this area of my skin to be able to keep this, because it does start to sag over years. So if you're in your 20s, you want to work on it now. If you're in your 30s, catch up if you don't have a thing. And if you're over 40, hey girl, I need you to order this tonight. This is some of the things you need to be able to do to make sure you are keeping these areas tight. So in this area, when I talk about her, I remember that. I was like, oh my gosh, she looks so gorgeous. She's beautiful. And they always talked about this area, the décolleté area of the body. So you don't want to just stop right here. You want to keep going down into the face. Even when you do your moisturizers, you want to do it into the skin area in an upward motion. That's important to be able to do. Okay. So again, that's another bay to me. Then I'm going to transition us to our last product. But before I do this, I want to say something to you right here. The reason why I'm doing this training is so you understand it, but I'm also teaching you that the reason why this came in a box is because it's a system. It's the same way when we use our products, or you don't have somebody that's getting an amazing result on weight loss because all they have is Thermo X. That's all they have. Well, guess what? In order to lose weight, it's a comprehensive system. You have to do you have to take care of those carbs, right? You have to boost your metabolism. You have to make sure that you're keeping your diet right. The reason why people usually don't see results, so listen to this. Usually the reason why people don't receive results is because they're not consistent and they don't have a system. They're not consistent and they don't have a system. Usually when you start being consistent on things, I don't care what it is. Now you consistently get up in the morning. Now you're getting more things done. You consistently go to bed at a specific time at night and now you're feeling refreshed. You consistently read personal development to push back into yourself. Guess what? You reap the benefits. So in here, I just shared with you a full system. And as in here, I'm going to talk to you about this additional area from a cosmetologist, trichologist standpoint to help you understand why this next part is important. And for me, and also too, when I'm talking to my customers, if they are looking for, say for instance, a customer comes to me and they want radiance. Well, I'm not just going to sell them radiance without having a full conversation with them about the full system. It's a different story. Sometimes people have things they love, right? And they're like, oh, I'm missing hyaluronic acid. Okay, but at least I've been responsible enough to know that they have a full system versus telling them, oh, okay, put this hyaluronic acid on your face. Well, guess what? You can't put hyaluronic acid on a dirty face and then expect it to do what it's supposed to do, because now you're infusing all type of toxins and dead things into the skin and it's not going to do it. And then they're going to come back to you and say, hey, now my skin has a smudge. It's not working. Well, it's not working because they didn't properly cleanse it. They didn't protect it. They don't have these calming agents on the skin. So they're using something without it being in a system. So systems are really, really important. Okay. So next product here, I was blown away. I've been blown away by the whole line. This one right here, I have been researching all day. One of the amazing ingredients that's in here, I've been researching all day trying to find another company that had this and I ain't found it yet. That don't mean that they're not out there, but that means if they are, they're hidden. Okay? One of the amazing ingredients in our new product, Hair, Skin, and Nails, is biotin. Whew. So hair goes through, and I'll tell you this, so people tell me sometimes, if their hair isn't good, maybe I should just cut it all off and let it grow back. No, girl, you just ain't gonna have no hair. That's not how this works. There's these three phases that's called the catagen, anagen, and telogen phase. The catagen phase is where the hair starts to grow. The anagen phase is where it's off the head. It starts to grow on the head. The telogen phase is where the hair starts to break off in the shaft. Usually, as people start to age, those three phases start to slow. The catagen, anagen, and the telogen phase in the hair. It's just inevitable. Sometimes there's so many different forms of alopecia. There's so many different forms. It's not just one. And some forms of alopecia, if treated correctly, can start to regrow hair. Okay? There is a certain amount of head. There's a certain thing called density on every woman or man's head. What most people think is they can change that, and you can't. It's kind of what you are. You can get your hair to the fullest density that you can. You can grow every head has a max length. So when people I remember when I was younger, I used to read in these magazines like hair growth oil. You put this on your head and all I had was a greasy head because it ain't do nothing because it wasn't gonna grow my hair because oil does it. So you'll find people thinking that they can use these topical agents when actually, as a trichologist, I'm gonna tell you this, hair grows from the inside out, not the outside in. So if you have people that's telling you, yeah, I'm growing my hair, I'm using oil. No, ma'am, not gonna happen. It's the inside out. It's nutrition that you're putting into the body, and then how you're taking care of the hair shaft as it sprouts through the head. So if you want to grow your hair, you need an internal supplement. You got to work on the inside first. And usually people with bad nutrition typically have issues with hair growth. So I'll tell you this. One thing that I absolutely love is when they think about the skin principles in products. Because number one, from a trichologist standpoint, if skin, so listen to this, if the skin isn't healthy, it has a hard time for the hair shaft to buzz through. So the skin has to be taken care of. So for me, that's why I'm huge on my vitamin C's, my vitamin E's. There's a huge amount of vitamin A that's in here. You want healthy skin, because if the skin is too tough, it's going to have a hard time for that follicle to actually come through. So I love that we're in here. We have 10,000, research this yourself, because if you find it, let me know. We have 10,000 NCGs. Guys, on our last product, we had 5,000. Now we have 10,000. Wow. That is, I didn't send that to every stylist I know, and they like, what? 10,000? For real? No bet. I'm like, look at what it said. It did say that. It's 10,000. That's huge. That helps to be able to grow that extra healthy hair, skin, and nails. So when I'm selling, and I have before, and I've told people about hair, skin, and nails, I don't sell them a fallacy. Oh, girl, all your hair gonna grow back. You got to be careful with that. That's not necessarily true. Your hair is, I can get your hair with these amount of ingredients to the max level of density. I can make it fuller. I can make your hair and your skin better. It surely will occur, but to the best of for you individually. That's different for everyone. That's not the same for everybody. And you got to be responsible. See, what you don't want to do, I love when we say things about authenticity. It's also too about telling the truth. So I can get you to the best. And guess what? People won't be mad at you. They'll want to purchase from you. You will build a relationship with them. So even if they grow 1 inch, you told the truth. You didn't come to them and tell them, girl, get your hair down your back. Yes, just buy this. They'll never buy another thing from you. And then what you'll do is you'll tell up the name of the product, because everything in the product actually really, really works. Okay, so then there's another ingredient here. If you look at the top, beautifying supplement with keratin and biotin. Keratin is what your hair is made of. So I was like, wow. So now we're going to make it better, and we're going to do cellular rejuvenation with it. I've not seen that. I haven't. It doesn't mean that it's not been available, but I'm going to tell you, that is dope. I myself have spent some time today just texting estheticians, makeup artists, cosmetologists, people I know. I'm like, hey, look at this. And I haven't gotten one of them to have them go, what? I need to try that. That's like the first thing that I'm in. What? I need to try that. Absolutely. Here is a second principle before I start telling you more of the features and benefits that you do need to know. So in our hair, skin, and nails vitamin, I remember one of the things that I would hear all the time is, I want to take it, but I don't like taking pills. Anybody heard that? I don't want to take no pills. I don't want to add one more thing. And me, I feel like, Lord Jesus. Well, guess what? Now you have a new bottle. It's purple and it's a capsule. Game changer, game changer, game changer, game changer. Can't wait to get my hand on it, see all of what it does, but it's actually a capsule. That will make it easier for people. Most people who don't like pills don't like the swallowing effect of it. And so you want things that are gentle. We now have it. I'm like, somebody must have told them that people don't want to do that, because now they can. For me, I'll tell you, and I'll just give you an extra little tidbit of what I do. When I have customers that tell me they don't like pills, I used to send them to Amazon to get a pill crusher or a pill splitter, so they didn't have to lose out on benefits, like with our Thermophyte X. So they didn't have to lose out on benefits. And they would go, thank you so much. And when you know what it was, I tell people when they go, I'm not great at sales. Guess what? If you're a service person, you're a salesperson. Because people want to know that you care for them. You went the extra mile for them. You helped them. Okay, you can't do this, girl. I looked this up for you. And I would go look the things on up and send it to them. And just that extra added something helped to increase my sale. So if you're watching this, again, as a service professional now, I know I'm going to end up showing this to a lot of makeup artists, estheticians, hairstylists. This is what we kind of do. And we're in service. We love to be able to. And this right here has just blown me away with our ingredient list. it's one of those where I will sign off of, and I can't wait to get it in my hand. It's absolutely amazing with the ingredient list. So let's talk about some of the other features and benefits that are actually in the product. It includes vitamin A and biotin for healthy hair growth, strong nails, and glowing skin. It helps to boost your body's natural collagen and keratin production. You notice we keep on hearing that collagen. Guys, let me tell you about collagen. Everybody starts out with a certain amount within their body, but collagen is one of those things that does not regenerate and keep going. So once people break up in their collagen, they have to have a supplement. So you yourself should be taking a collagen supplement. You should. Your body does not repair itself in there. Your collagen is not just for beauty. It's also in your joints. It's in your elbows. It's in your knees. So usually for me, I was like, my knees are starting to hurt. I went right to my stuff. Well, why am I not drinking collagen anymore? If I don't go get my drinkable collagen and start drinking it again, it was making my knees feel a heck of a lot better. It is here in your hair, skin, and nails. It moisturizes while it enhances the skin's elasticity and flexibility. You want to not have sagging skin. For me, in our hair, skin, and nails, for elasticity, it's also too about using it's sitting right here. I know it's at my desk. I won't lean on over. Our defining gel too as well, to be able to keep up with your skin being tight. Every woman wants that. It supports your body defenses against free radical damage, and it protects and supports natural skin renewal with zinc, copper, and manganese. Absolutely. I see someone. Yes. In our process, for me, 1 second, I'm going to take this away. In our new skincare system, that is our 5. That is our new Beauty Works collective system. For me, I feel like they have just totally outdone themselves with putting these things together with number 1, products. So this will help you for tomorrow with products that are really hot right now. Like the ingredient levels that are in here are hot right now. So who do I talk to about this, right? Like, okay, I know you're excited. Who do I talk to? Well, you do have a hairstylist yourself. Do you have a hairstylist? Share with her the information of what just happened. Do you utilize an esthetician or no estheticians? Share this information with them. Makeup artists, guess what? Want to know what all makeup artists think? They always are. Have you ever gotten your makeup done or heard of this before? They were like, oh, you have great skin. That's the first thing that they want from you. And I see some on here shaking going, yes, because the makeup applies. Most people bring the photos for makeup and it's like, oh, you want that, but we got to work with this shell. And everybody's smiling. I'm telling you this from a beauty professional standpoint. We have another product here called lip and eye cream that is bae to me. Everybody know I love my lip and eye cream in the morning and in the evening time. And I have my makeup artist and all other makeup artists using that underneath the eye because it doesn't cause that cakiness underneath the eye when it's very soft. It's plump. It's not dry underneath that actual eye bed. That's really important. And I remember when I first went to, so I get my makeup done often. And I remember when I first went to my makeup artist, she was like, ooh, what you use? And I didn't know nothing about it at that time frame. And this is years ago. And then she started giving me things to be able to use. So I stopped over a period of time, just got busy. Life happened. Stopped over a period of time. And then as I came into It Works, I hadn't got my makeup done. I was really here and I was pushing my brand. I was sitting in this chair. I feel like I live in this chair. And I wasn't necessarily using an eye cream anymore. And I started. Right? I started. And then I had this event that I had to fly out for. And I went to my makeup artist. And then she immediately go, girl, what you using? And I was like, well, she was like, on your eye. And I was like, oh, I'm using this cream. She said, you keep using that. So what I did was I grabbed something for her and I was like, here, you use it too and tell me what you think. Now she keeps it in her makeup bag. She tells other people about it when she needs it. It's one of her go-to, gotta have. She was like, and I don't know if you've not used it, you should definitely order and try it. It gives an extra plumping underneath the eye. So it glides so good with makeup. And so she's now putting it on people. Like she uses it on her clients, that lip and eye cream, so it will make the makeup look a little bit better. So it's something for you to now know of potentially just some people should be running through your head. Oh, I got to tell them about this new skincare. You yourself too as well. I'll use a tip for you. It is very difficult. When most people come into business, they always say, I don't want to sell. So let me teach you how not to sell. You do want to have a relationship with what you use. It doesn't mean that this has to be the amazing thing for you. For me, it's going to be an amazing use. I already know that. So I'm going to have, could y'all imagine this person coming to talk to y'all about skincare? Girl, this is bad. And you got to use this. And you got to use this. Don't you want to be like, oh, okay, let me put it on my eye. Okay, let me. So if you don't have a relationship with it, then what you're doing is you're explaining, you're forcing, you're trying to. So even if you don't, like there are products, listen, I use a lot of products and it works, but there are some products that are not my favorite, but I know what they taste like. I know how they use, so I can have an intelligent conversation about it. And I will say to some people, like I won't say the name of the product, but I have a product that's not my fave, and they'll go, do you use that? And I'm like, I don't. But let me tell you, it helps with this. It does this. This is how it tastes. This is what it did. Like I can talk about it. Now, what I can't tell you though is I have a girl on my team and I will use that stuff. She uses this and this is her results. Because see, then I'm a consultant. You don't have to love and have this with everything. You got to know what it does. You have to know, that's how you become an effective consultant. That's how you become an effective distributor, is you got to know. So as this thing launched, it should have been everybody's thing to at least have a relationship with it. Use it on yourself. Use it on your daughter. Use it on your husband. Use it on your cousin. Send somebody a sample. I ordered some for me. I ordered one for me and 2 to sample. So if I heard somebody and I really knew they would be an excellent customer for this, right? And if I knew they were going to be an excellent customer for it, I can put, here's the thing right here. I can put it in a jar, send it on off, and try this, tell me what you think. Because I'm consulting now. That's the same thing they do at Sephora. The reason why they have a test bar is so you can test it and say, I don't like that, I like that. That's the same thing we do with samples. So if you don't have it, you can't sample it. You gotta have it. So even me, and when I was in the salon, so for the professionals that are on here, guys, I will tell you, I had a $1,000 week. Cash. Tracy, how did you do that? Sampling. Here, I don't drink coffee. I don't do that. And I'm like, I didn't either. Put it to your lip. Tell me what you like. And then they go, ooh, that's good. Do you want it as 5? Yeah, give me one of those. Oh my God, that's great. Tracy always got me trying stuff. Yeah, because you can't tell me what you don't like if you're not willing to try it. But I'll tell you, as an amazing distributor, if you don't have it, you can't make the sale because you're not sampling like Carson's, like Macy's. That's why those places have it that way. That's why we have our defining gel that's now in the little sample pack so you can sample. Test it, try it. I swear, in all of my little shows, like when I do trade shows, I'd be like, try it here. And then they'll walk around and come back, oh, that felt good. Now it's easy for me to be able to say, hey, if you like it, I see a sale is a transaction. That's all that it is. And you as a distributor, you're there to meet the opportunity. You're going to hear some no's. You're going to hear some yeses. That's going to occur. I always tell people, we hear no's from 2-year-olds, but then we let adults punk us. Y'all stop this. Somebody tell you no, it is what it is. You want to be there so you can. So, okay, so you don't like that. Well, how about this? I've had people that have told me in the product, they'd be like, I just don't do coffee. And I'm like, we have over 50 products here in this company. Choose one. I don't need you to like coffee. Do you like greens? Do you like skincare? Do you like our keto products? Like, find something. That's the beautiful thing about what we have in this company is we have options. And us as consultants, we're to be there to keep asking people, think about Macy's. Do you want to try this? Do you like this? How about this? How about this? How about that? But if you don't have it, or at least an understanding of it, it makes it hard. That's the part that makes it hard, because now you're trying to sell the sight unseen. You have no idea. And then they're like, how are you telling me about something you don't even use? How would you feel in that capacity? It would be very, very difficult, right? Another thing I know, because I get asked that, well, how did you do that $1,000 week? Wraps. I would wrap my arm, unwrap my arm, let people see it, and then they go, okay, I want it. And then the more that other people saw it, they would. I go to the gym, I wrap at the gym, not at home in private. And then everybody in the gym goes, what's that? It's a wrap. It helps to tighten my skin. Guys, everybody in the gym wants their skin tightened. Everybody, that's why they're there. You want to start thinking as a professional. I want to give myself every opportunity, and sampling is huge. It's why people in the beauty industry do so well. You're saying it yourself. When you go into Sephora, they show you the things, and then what do you end up doing? I don't know about y'all. If you test some stuff on my face at Sephora, I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get an eyeliner, I'm gonna get a mascara, I'm gonna get a something, because the way you did it just was different. But no, what it really was is I tried it, I bought into it, I loved it, so therefore I decided to use it too. Now I'm going to give you a few quick tips right now, because guess what? Everybody runs their businesses differently. That's the beautiful thing. Now having us as social influencers is huge. I don't want you to miss out on it. You want to think about when you're building and you're pushing your brand, what is important to you. I just let you know, for me, I'm in the beauty industry. This makes sense for me, right? But maybe you're somebody who struggles with skin, and now this has fixed this area. And now you maybe want to have a skin campaign around it. Maybe your daughter, maybe it's not just you, your daughter or your cousin has used it and they have this. And this is how you want to be able to promote this for yourself. I'm going to do a shared screen for you. If you're in the beauty industry, you're going to love this part. I'm going to share my screen right quickly. And I'm just going to share with you an image. For me, myself, today, we spent time putting it on my website. So I wanted to share with you this. Guys, you do not have to think about, oh, I don't want to, I can't do this without one. But here's an additional idea for you to think about. GoDaddy has a way for you to be able to build a site. They have a free site builder. It's like $11 and something. Maybe you want to drop into your site and you want to tell your story of how you use the product. You want to have your befores and afters there. It's a professional way to be able to show things all in one area. I also love to tell people, say for instance, this isn't a thing for you. I like to show beauty professionals this because they go, how do I infuse it into my brand? If you see this right here, I have already infused out the skin tab. So therefore it's taking them right into my It Works site. It's letting them know, or it takes them to a consultation form so I can actually talk to them. But this area right here, Be Will, takes them right to my It Works site. So it lets them to be able to see it. It's a way for you to be able to brand yourself. Here are different ways. I'll tell you, there's ways to do things expensive. There's ways to do things inexpensively. And I'll tell you, GoDaddy has it. Wix is free. Wix is free. So I wanted to share you just some things to make yourself stand out a little bit more. Now, if you don't have that, and that's not something like Trayce, I don't see that for me. Well, guess what? I shared with you all on the last training about how to see and grab new distributors. And remember, something that I taught you in there was your wall is your free website on your social pages. Your wall is. Your wall, you can store things in your photo albums. You can use that. I always tell people, grow your business financially. And this is business advice. Grow your business financially where you are. You always want to think about investing 25, listen to this, 25% of what you make should be reinvested back into your business. That number is different from everybody because it depends on what you have made. So don't go out here thinking I got to break the bank if I'm making $500. No, I said 25%. So if right now you look at your 25% and it doesn't come into a website design, your free platforms are Instagram and Facebook. Free. Build you an album of everything. Build you befores and afters. Build you a testimonial of your clients. There's ways to be able to do this very effectively. And then as you grow your income, you can go to that level. Wix, again, is another thing if you want to try the site that's absolutely free. So there are different platforms. The reason why I'm giving this to you, because I'm always going to give you amazing business knowledge. Where we are in 2019, this is what people are doing. So you want to be, just how I gave you all of those things are cutting edge. I want you to start thinking of my business of how can I be that way too? So if you even just had a regular one-page site that told your story while you were in the business, I see a lot of girls do that. One page, my story, befores and afters. Here's the products that I have. Click this button, send them to your inbox on your Facebook page if you want some additional information. That's your free site. In your stories is where you're selling. That's where you're telling your life. That's where tomorrow I will be washing my face before I go in my live feeds. I will be letting everybody actually see. And I will be using our old skincare, telling everybody about the new ingredients and how I'm so excited because I don't have it. You don't have to miss out and not use tomorrow just because you don't have it. If you have these, you can go live and actually talk about it. If you're uncomfortable, so here, I'm a person that says, get the job done. So I'm uncomfortable with live, Tracy, I'm gonna go live. If you don't prop up your phone and record it and then go play it, it's always a way to do it. Oh, Tracy, I don't want to record. I don't like how I sound. If you don't prop up your phone and take pictures of the entire process. Oh, Tracy, I don't want to take pictures. If you don't get out this business. Because see, you're going to have to do one of these. You have to do one of these. Pictures, record it, go live. Get the job done. If you don't want to get the job done, this ain't going to work. Toodles. And that's how I love to tell people. But guess what? We all can do all of this. This is easy. You got kids out here, 5 years old. You got dogs with Instagram pages. Like, stop it. Y'all know I ain't lying. You do. You can do this. This is not, I told people, this is the easiest business I've done. And one thing I'm going to leave you with before I'm going to leave in this training so I can stop, and I'm going to upload this for everybody to be able to see, and I'm gonna let you all ask questions. Let me give you a heartfelt something that I feel here. So everybody says, hey, she's successful with this business. She's been an entrepreneur for 20 years, right? God, I failed so many times and just had to keep getting back on up. I even told y'all the story the week I made $3. I had to move back home. But one thing about me, and one thing that can be about anybody, is I just refuse to quit. So if it was wrong, let me try it again. Let me keep trying it again. See, you can only win a race that you stay in. That's the only way to win it, is you got to actually stay in it. And as I came into this business, what I already had in me was don't quit. That was it. Like, I don't know what this said. I don't know what this is going to do. I shared with people I didn't understand my charts until I was a double diamond. What I understood was how to take care of customers, how to take care of customers, and how to bring people into an opportunity that was changing my life, allowing me to stay at home where I was tired of standing. I was just tired of that. I love the beauty industry, guys. It's in my heart. That's why this one made me go, oh my God, it's the first thing that just feels like me. It just does. And man, now I get to do this digitally. It's something I prayed for in my business. And I'll even tell you, sometimes you all may not know this. You may be around another service provider. As we get to a specific age, we love this, but we're tired too. So we appreciate you. Everybody shaking their head who in the beauty industry on here. We do. We appreciate you, but we get tired. And so I don't want you to pass up those people who now maybe didn't think about being in this industry because they were in beauty. And they go, I don't see myself doing weight loss. We're not a weight loss company, guys. We're a wellness company that has nutrition. We have weight loss. We have things that can take care of you in that area. We have skincare. We have beauty. We have skin tightening. Guys, we have so many options that I want you to start looking out for those people. Maybe you've been in the industry for a long period of time. So I'm just sharing you my story. In the industry for a long period of time and would love to be able to have something that they can infiltrate in and be able to have an additional stream. Something that would potentially pay booth rent for them, buy additional products. Guys, if you look over my shoulder, It Works bonuses help me finish out my product line. So now I took my bonuses and invested into my own product that therefore I can make additional money with. So I want your brain to not just be thinking one way. I wanted to arm you with multiple ways of thinking for additional people. Ask, you don't know. And guess what? Sometimes no, I tell people no means not right now. And no also means no to what they're thinking in their head. And the most amazing question you can ask to anybody is why. So then you know the reason why somebody is saying what they're saying and you can combat it with some effective information. Now you need to know why. And then let me tell you, oh no, it's not like that. I work my business in the middle of everything. When I was doing hair, I would let people come out from underneath the dryer and I would wrap them. So $25 extra customers. Guys, a stylist sometimes sends 10 to 15 people a day. So if I'm wrapping 10, just say 10, that's 250. Times that by 5, that's an extra grand. A stylist can make an additional $4,000 a month with this business if you taught them how. But you got to know that that's how. I have another girl here that was doing lashes, and she used to add a wrap service to every lash while they're laying there in their sleep. They're toning and tightening. $25, 10 people, $4,000 extra. Service people, you yourself. Okay, so these are the service industry of people, right? I know somebody here right now who's in the restaurant industry, right? You're the servers. Servers, guess what? I am very good with converting servers on over, giving them samples, especially if they're giving me amazing service. I'm like, here, I want to give something to you for free. And then at the end of that, guess what I tell every server? Are you keeping your options open for making additional income? I don't know a server that has ever told me no. Yes. Okay, are you on Facebook? Yes. Let's follow each other. I actually want to send you some information. I'm not going to do it now. I know you're working, but I'm going to send you some information. Servers, serving every customer that's there. If they start complimenting you on things, talking to you on things, hey, can I leave you some information for free? Every customer you see. Here is how you blend what you normally do. When you go to work, you're a teacher. Guys, teachers are tired. Why? If you're a teacher, you should have keto energy in your pocket. If you're teaching people, if you get tired. If you're a nurse, keto energy. If you work in an office where there's a lot of coffee, you need to have sample packs for $5. And you need to be selling those sample packs where you are. It's about infusing. I just signed a nail tech the other day, and she was like, when am I ever going to have time to work this business? I said, girl, you don't even ever have to leave. Sit these flyers right here. Let every customer take one. Give them an additional sample. Let them have, you can wrap them. You can tell them they can get a detox, a tone and tightening wrap while they're sitting here getting done. It'll be $25. You know how many people a nail tech person sees every day? Is your brain shifting and changing? So maybe that's not your industry, but I know you know somebody. I know you know somebody who you can, now I'm giving you how you can go have an intelligent conversation with them and how you could potentially change their life. For me, guys, when I walked away from my chair at Diamond, let me tell you why I walked away from my chair at Diamond. Number one, I had already built, I went Diamond within like 2.5 months, almost 3 months of being in the company. And I opened up my mouth every day. Okay, so I opened up my mouth, I posted online, and I talked to people that were in front of me. However, I had a business already. I had some savings that were pushed off to the side. I was doing over $2,000 myself. My husband became Emerald. I think we were at like $3,500. Plus, in that month that I went Diamond, we had received $2,500 in cash. So when I saw $5,000 come across the table in less than 90 days of being in this business, it was like, I am onto something. And if I would just put all of my energy and keep asking and keep telling, I could grow this. And then 2 months later, I received $5,000 from here. My husband then went Diamond. My son came a little bit later, but I know we received like $3,000 in cash, and we had over $10,000 within 5 months of being in the business. Then we kept going. So I'm telling you real figures. Then we kept going, and I kept pushing, and I kept pushing, and I kept pushing. And I'll tell you, I even had a slow stint of actually going into triple, because I remember looking at that going, oh my God, that's hard. Like, how long into the triple? And I hadn't thought that way the entire time. I was just doing my job, telling people about things that I love, and I was doing everything. And then I got this stint. And then after conference, I was like, I am tripping. I was like, I'm tripping. All I got to do is do what I was doing before, which was talking to people, telling people, rapping people, whatever. 2 months later, we hit triple. And it was very high. Like, it was very, I remember there was a picture of my face going, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? We were very close to the 2 in the business. And that was 1.5 years of being in the business. So I'm sharing with you a real life story of what can happen for you. This is not a fallacy. This is a real business. If worked, if such, and if worked, if such, could really change. Maybe you ain't even looking for that. Maybe your life will be changed at 3,000. For me, this has been life changing. I get to sit in this seat. I get to I've made a deposit on a cabin. I don't have to work for Christmas. I get to this weekend go ahead and go travel. I don't have to skip a beat. It has changed. I was already a successful entrepreneur, but what it did was it gave me the freedom that I didn't even think about having. Like, I could just run this. So when people say I'm scared or whatever, I go, you better be scared of staying where you are. That's what I was scared of. I was scared of staying, my knees hurting, my back hurting, and I'm going to have to retire like this. No, that's what I'm scared of. So y'all going to get this coffee today. You're going to learn about these wraps today. You're going to get this. You're going to get this. If you tell me no, you're going to get this. Why? Why? Okay, so I tell people when they say, oh, they didn't buy it today. I go, we're open 365 days a year. What day do you want it? Next week? Cool. So you got to change the attitude you have about that. Cool. You want next week? Just follow up. I just signed a distributor, that nail tech, and I cannot wait till she watches this video. The nail tech that I just signed today, I talked to a year and a half ago. I have been talking to her every month for a year and a half. And she was like, oh my God, I have watched you grow. And you have grown. And if I would have just said yes, I could have been there with you. I was like, yes. But now that you have, girl, let's go. But the only way I can get you to go is if you do what I'm asking you to do, which is open your mouth, love something, and talk about it. And if I can get you to do those things and you can partner on up, guys, we can change your life, your next person's life. And then let's be real, you can actually change your family's life with this now. Because true residual income is being paid for something that you did a while ago, and you're just constantly building upon it. Constantly. So what this company has done is constantly launch these like, guys, I know what it costs to do this back here. And I don't have to do that, but run a $20 a month website and open up my mouth. This is an amazing opportunity, but it's just that. It's an opportunity. It's what you do with the opportunity. It's just like being in a relationship. I'm an amazing woman, but if you don't treat me well, your opportunity gonna leave. You get that? So it's what you do with it. Okay, so thanks for tuning on in. Y'all do not log on off.